All right, so you're applying for a doctorate. Let's be real, your CV, it's not just some document. It's your first impression. It's your whole research story. It's basically your ticket to even get an interview. So today, we're going to break down the absolute best tools on macOS to make sure that story is told perfectly. Look, there is absolutely zero room for error here. Think about it. Admissions committees are sifting through hundreds, maybe thousands of applications. Every single margin, every citation, the way you format things, it all has to be precise. It's got to scream, I am a serious, detail-oriented academic, and I'm ready for the PhD grind. So that kind of begs the question, right? Does your CV right now really make that statement? Is it reflecting the polish and the rigor of your actual research? Or, and be honest with yourself, could it be holding you back without you even knowing it? And this, my friends, is where LaTeX comes in. Now, if you're new to this, don't think of it like Microsoft Word. It's not a word processor. It's a professional typesetting engine. And in academia, it's the undisputed gold standard for making documents that just look clean, professional, and are formatted with, like, mathematical precision. Okay, so deciding to use LaTeX, that's just step one. The real key, the thing that's going to make or break your experience, is finding a tool that actually matches how you like to work. It's not about finding the one best app out there. It's about finding the best app for you. So, when it comes to working with LaTeX on a Mac, you've basically got three main philosophies, three ways of thinking about it. First, you've got the native app approach. This is for the macOS purists, a dedicated, polished tool that feels like it was born on your Mac. Then there's the cloud editor, perfect if you're collaborating or always on the move. And finally, you have the extensible code editor. This is like your own personal garage, a place for those of you who want to build and customize your perfect environment from the ground up.
All right, let's dive in. We're going to put a spotlight on the champion for each one of these workflows. For each of these three philosophies, we've picked out the single best tool that really nails what that workflow is all about and just delivers an awesome experience.
First up, for that native Mac experience, the undisputed champion is an app called Texpad. This is for the person who just loves a polished, dedicated tool that works straight out of the box. No fuss, no muss. So what makes Texpad so good? Well, it basically solves all the biggest headaches of using LaTeX. Its killer feature, for sure, is the live PDF preview that updates as you type. Seriously, no more hitting compile over and over again just to see if you moved a comma. It also intelligently manages all your project files, it auto-completes your citations, and get this, it actually translates those super cryptic LaTeX error messages into plain English you can understand. Plus, it's a one-time purchase, which is so refreshing in this world of endless subscriptions. So the takeaway here is pretty clear. If you want a seamless, powerful, and super focused writing environment that feels perfectly at home on your Mac, Texpad is the benchmark. It's really designed to let you worry about your content, not the code behind it. Okay, moving on to workflow number 2. We have the undisputed champion of the cloud, Overleaf. This is the go-to, the absolute standard for academics who need to work with supervisors, mentors, or really anyone else. Overleaf's superpower is collaboration. I mean, think Google Docs, but for LaTeX. You can literally have your advisor jump right into your CV, leave comments, track changes, all in real time. It's got a massive library of templates to get you started, and it hooks right into reference managers like Zotero. You see what it does? It just removes all the friction from getting feedback and writing with other people. So, bottom line, if your CV is a team effort, if you need quick feedback and you need the whole process to be easy for everyone involved, Overleaf is, without a doubt, the leader of the pack. It's just built for how academic teamwork actually happens in the real world. And finally, let's talk about our third champion. This one's for the person who craves ultimate control, the person who wants to build their own perfect workshop from scratch. And for that, the clear winner is VS Code, when you pair it with a really powerful extension. Now, VS Code isn't just a LaTeX editor. It's a full-blown code editor that, with a free extension called LaTeX Workshop, becomes an absolute powerhouse. The way it handles Git for version control is just the best in the business, which is so important for tracking changes to your CV over months or years. You can customize literally every single thing about your setup with tons of other extensions. And yeah, the whole thing is completely free. Look, this setup is for the tech-savvy user who wants their CV writing to be part of a bigger, more integrated system. This is the ultimate power user's playground. The flexibility is pretty much limitless. Okay, choosing your editor, that's a huge step. But honestly, It's only half the battle. The real secret sauce, the thing that makes a CV truly stand out, is starting with a fantastic template. A great design does all the heavy lifting for you. And you don't have to start from a blank page. These 3 templates are always at the top of the list. Alta CV is super modern and uses space really well. Awesome CV is incredibly stylish. You see it a lot in both academia and the tech world. And Modern CV is the classic, respected choice, with a very clear structure that's just perfect for laying out all your research experience. Any one of these will give you a rock-solid professional foundation to build on. All right, so we've covered the 3 main workflows, we've looked at the champion tool for each one, and we've talked about the best templates. Now let's pull it all together so you can make your final choice and feel really confident about it. You know, this table really boils the whole decision down to its essence. Texafire? That's for the Mac purist who loves a focused, offline workflow. Overleaf? That's for the collaborator who needs easy setup and feedback from their advisor. And VS Code is for the technical power user who wants total control and integration. Just ask yourself, which one of those sounds the most like you? Let's make it even simpler. The choice really just comes down to your core need. What do you value most? Is it that self-contained offline power that Texafire gives you? Or is it the connected, cloud-based teamwork you get with Overleaf? Maybe you're the person who craves the total control of a custom-built setup like VS Code. The most important question you can ask yourself is, which of these philosophies truly matches how I work?
Okay, here's your game plan. 3 simple steps to move forward. First, prioritize your workflow. Are you a solo creator, a collaborator, a power user? Be honest. Second, test drive the champions. All 3 of them have a free way to try them out, a demo, a free tier, or it's just plain free. And third, pick one of those killer templates we talked about, Alta CV, Awesome CV, or Modern CV, to pair with whatever editor you choose.
At the end of the day, your CV is so much more than just a list of things you've done. It's like the architectural plan for your entire academic future. You now have the tools, you have the framework to build it perfectly. So the only question left is, which tool are you going to use to build it?